This is Walt Disney World Today. Give us 5 minutes and we'll give you the world.
It's Monday, August 9th, 2010, and this is episode 757 of WDW Today. I'm Matt Hochberg of StudioCentral.com. Joining me on today's show is Mike Newell of Mouse World Radio. And Mike, after 5 years of doing this show, we decided it's time to see each other.
That's a scary thought.
But now we've added video so we can see each other. Not that any of you who are listening to the show can see us.
No.
So we've added a very visual bit to an audio-only show.
And please don't ask to see.
You're missing out, by the way, Newell. Newell's video isn't working, but Newell, you're missing out on Len.
No.
Yes.
She? Rosie?
Yes. Anyway, joining us also on today's show is Len Testa and Rosie the dog, co-authors of the Unofficial Guide to Walt Disney World. Welcome, Len.
How's it going, Matt?
Newell's cat's on. My cat's somewhere downstairs.
There you go.
Great video. Audio. Yeah, there you go. Great video bits for this audio-only show.
Yes.
But today we're talking rumors. It's the rumor mill is swirling once again. And Len, perhaps you'd like to tell our listeners about the rumors plenty, because we've got two juicy ones today.
Yeah, so there are a couple of things that we've heard online. One from one of our longtime listeners was that they received a survey, an online survey, asking about their interest in Haunted Mansion and princess-themed hotel rooms. So our listeners are familiar with the Nemo and pirate theme rooms over at Caribbean Beach, right? That were installed a couple years ago. That have proved, I guess, to be pretty popular. So this survey asked whether I guess frequent visitors of Walt Disney World would be interested in the Haunted Mansion and princess-themed rooms. So that was really interesting. We'll talk more about that in a second. The second rumor that we heard was that every moderate resort will soon have a preferred view room category.
Okay.
Which you're familiar with the at the value resorts, some of the buildings closer to the lobbies of those buildings are preferred view rooms. Right. So it might be the same thing. So buildings closer, for example, to the central check-in area might be preferred. We've talked about this before. Remember the last live show? We got a couple of questions around the closest rooms or closest buildings in Port Orleans Riverside.
Yes.
Yeah, so something like that. Maybe Disney was listening to us and said, these guys get these questions all the time. How can we cash in on this?
Which one do you want to start out with first, Len? The Haunted Mansion and Disney Princess themed rooms, or the?
Let's start off with that. I think let's start off with that one. So the Haunted Mansion thing, to me, I thought that had immediate appeal for me. Yeah,
we should probably let our listeners know that there are actually concept art available for both styles, and you'll need to go to. I see WDWMagic.com has pictures of both. So if you want to see what we're talking about here, you can get an idea. But go ahead, Len. Sorry.
So I thought that the Haunted Mansion rooms had definitely had appeal to me right off the bat. I think the Haunted Mansion is one of those. Obviously, it's a classic attraction, and the ability to stay there, I think, would be a hoot.
Yeah, actually, what struck me the most was the intricate level of detail for the theme in both rooms. The Nemo room is kind of subtle. The pirate room is more pronounced, but both the Royal Room concept and the Haunted Mansion room concepts really look very detailed. But what was interesting about the Haunted Mansion, Len? It wasn't as dark, you know what I mean, as I thought it would be. I thought it would look like a room like out of like Hot Topic
with cobwebs and stuff. Yeah. No, so I'm looking at this. So WDW Magic has the concept rooms. You can tell that the bed headboard and footboard are purple.
Yeah, they're doom buggies.
They're doom buggies.
They're doom buggies, exactly. And there is a pronounced bit of dark green in the accents, and
it looks like they're coming out of the tunnel there.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yes, that's it. Noel, nice touch.
Thank you.
So let's see. So I'll read the quote from WDW Magic. Rest atop the floating doom buggy beds with a couple of friendly spooks, and watch glow-in-the-dark, cartoon-like footsteps mysteriously appear as the evening sets in. A sliding bookcase creates a hidden passage to the bathroom, and is the perfect hiding place for a hitchhiking ghost. That's great. And the other thing too is all of the furniture is like cartoon-like sizes and angles.
I love
so
the
it's not just a standard armoire. It's like cartoony sort of. Dresser with television. Now, also the armchair that they have, the daybed actually looks like the one. Remember by the clock?
Yes.
in the Haunted Mansion, there's that oversized chair right there.
Yeah.
It looks like a sort of a flattened version of that in the wall.
Yeah, that's right by that clock that has the
The 13, yeah, with
13 and the finger that looks like it looks like a
It looks like a skeleton hand.
yeah.
The shadow of a
Am I the
skeleton.
only one who ever thought reminded that scene of Caddyshack?
Yeah, you're the only one.
The chocolate bar falls in the pool.
Yes, I know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
Yeah. You know what the interesting thing though? I'm looking at this. You know what these rooms really look like? The backstage area for Haunted Mansion.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I've never been.
It does. It does.
It's just the Haunted Mansion. I don't know. I mean, it definitely. I mean, they look like doom buggies. The bedspread looks like the wallpaper in one of the rooms.
The bedspread is
Obviously, lots
awesome.
of different artists here. It's just not as spooky as I expected it to be.
No, but it does look fun.
Yeah, but
Yes.
try
I
waking up
I
in the
think
middle of the
that
night
would be-
and footprints on your ceiling. How cool would that be?
I bet it's either footprints on the ceiling or footprints in the carpet woven in.
That's cool.
That's clever though that somebody's thought of that. That's
Yeah, the bathroom thing I think is the coolest gag.
and the sliding thing for the bathroom. Yes, that's it's definitely clever. I like the idea quite a bit. I would definitely stay there. I hope it. I wonder now. The question is where would they put it? Because they'd have to put it in an existing.
Yes. Where were they?
So I'm thinking
Oh, I
Port
got
Orleans, Riverside, or French Quarter.
Port Orleans Riverside in the Magnolia Bend. 'Cause-
Yes, exactly. What
It's
I
like a
was
mansion.
thinking.
Right. Yeah. The
Yeah.
southern,
Yeah.
old style mansions. I think it's perfect.
Well, and don't forget,
Yeah.
it is in Disneyland. That is the theme, right? It's the
Yeah.
it's a Louisiana theme.
Good point.
Yes, excellent. That's exactly what I was thinking of for that as well.
Let's go to the Royal Room concept. And this is, again, how would you describe this one, Len? This looks like... I see Cogsworth. And,
Yeah, I see him too. Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like a Beauty and the Beast style color scheme with lots of deep blues and golds. The beds have like a half canopy over them.
it looks like if Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin had made a child, this would be the room that they would live in.
That's so yeah. It's the furniture. The dresser looks normal. The chairs look like they're the red velvet, crushed velvet with the gold trim, and there are red pillows with gold trim. Lots of gold trim. The curtains, I guess, which go to the bathroom. Is it a deluxe resort? This looks like a Grand Floridian resort, by the way.
Now, they said these are both for moderates.
A moderate.
Yeah, if I'm going...
Oh, I get it. Oh, yeah. So that's interesting. The curtain to the bathroom area is looks like drapes. That's
Yes.
interesting.
What,
And
what's
it's
your,
a flat screen TV on the wall, which looks like I guess that's a mirror. Is that supposed to be a mirror?
where?
It's rectangular over the dresser.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
Oh,
TV.
It's TV, yeah, but is it? I'm trying to figure out whether it's supposed
It's
to be
supposed
a
to be
mirror.
the
Oh,
Mirror? I don't know. Can't tell.
what's your take on it, Newell?
I like it. I when I first heard about it today, I kind of said I was texting back and forth with Annette about it, and I said I really hope it doesn't come true because I didn't think I'd like it. But after seeing these pictures, I really dig them. I think they're kind of cool. I would
I
stay
really
there.
like the Haunted Mansion one quite a bit.
Now, here's the thing. Would you pay $10 a night extra for them?
Oh heck yeah,
The pirate rooms are 25, but I'd pay 25
Oh, yeah.
for the Haunted Mansion.
yeah. I don't know about much more than that, but
Yeah, 25 for the Haunted Mansion room. Yeah, I'd do that. No doubt there. And to say that the Haunted Mansion room looks much more, or at least as elaborately themed. I think possibly more than the pirate rooms over at Caribbean Beach. Where would they put the princess room? What moderate?
Oh, man. That's a good question.
Not Caribbean Beach.
Not Coronado.
no, they just redid the rooms in Coronado, right?
Good point.
So I'll
French Quarter?
bet you they put the Haunted Mansion rooms at Riverside and these at French Quarter.
What if they dedicate one whole building at Port Orleans just for this, for both styles?
But why would you have Port Orleans princess rooms? Doesn't make any sense.
It's true, but I mean, Coronado's just been redone. Would you? How many of the rooms were redone over at Caribbean Beach?
They did an entire country, right? So
Yeah, I think aren't they all at this point?
oh yeah, all of them have Nemo themes. Sorry, yeah, I thought
Yeah.
we were talking about the pirate ones.
So
Sorry.
it wouldn't be worth redoing a room that was just redone.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't. Maybe they would do French Quarter for.
It's the only thing that's left that needs
Yeah.
to be redone.
I just don't get the. So I get the Haunted Mansion thing, right? We all agreed that Riverside and the Magnolia buildings were the first choice for Haunted Mansion. I just don't see where the royal rooms, these princess rooms, would go.
Yeah, and I agree. It's not as obvious a choice to put it in there. And of course,
I thought Grand Floridian. I thought for sure they would have. Maybe just would tie in better there.
What about the new animation resort?
That's a value.
But maybe if they took one building and made it, moderate priced rooms. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, of course, this were included in a survey again, so it's not by any means guaranteed. They're definitely doing it.
But they made pictures, so somebody's thinking of something.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, these are probably test rooms.
no, these are CGI, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, no, they're definitely CGI. Those are not real.
You think that's
Oh,
CGI?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks CGI to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another great visual discussion on an audio only show.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's shift gears here though and talk about, speaking of moderate resorts. Len, you even mentioned that you heard a very juicy rumor and you were willing to you definitely think this is happening.
I do. So the rumor is that each of the moderates are going to get a preferred view room. So we talked about this earlier, that the value resorts like Pop Century have certain buildings and certain rooms, certain buildings that are designated as preferred rooms, and those are typically closer to the food courts. The rumor is that the moderates are going to get those as well. So I guess the closer buildings at Coronado Springs might get those. The ones closest to the lobby, for example, the ones closest at Port Orleans, Riverside as well. Caribbean Beach, did they already have preferred view rooms? I thought they did. But anyway, those closest to Old Port Royal would probably be that. Interesting thing though is for French Quarter. How would you have a preferred view room at French Quarter? It's the smallest of the moderates, and it's
That one, it wouldn't be worth
it's like a
money.
40-yard walk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you would get from that.
I mean, it doesn't. When I heard this rumor first, Len, I wasn't surprised by it. I mean, it makes sense. They did it at the value resorts. I mean, and so the moderate resorts only make sense for them to do something like this already.
Yeah, it's a way of getting an extra $10 out of some people who can't get. What it is even if you don't want it, there'll be times when Disney says, "Oh, the only thing we have left is a preferred view room, and it's $10 more a night."
Right.
Yeah.
Or 15, and it's automatically a way of just increasing the cost on a large percentage of the rooms.
I mean,
So-
having stayed at a lot especially at the All-Star resorts, a lot of the non-preferred rooms, and having to quote unquote deal with not having a preferred location, I've never really felt that it was even a huge deal. And of course, at those resorts, you're talking about a much more spread out resort than a number of the moderate resorts. So I don't.
like twice the size. Yeah, I just don't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, to me, it would be even less of a deal. I mean, I don't know. Being closer to the thing doesn't really, to the main building, or I don't know. Maybe they're doing. Would you think they'd be closer proximity to the main building, or like we're talking like maybe like water view, like they do at the deluxe resorts?
They've already got water view categories, although I wouldn't put it past Disney to alter some of the room categories, the room category labels too. So, like for example, at the deluxe is a special like yacht and beach club. I think there are tons of views and they're very confusing. So I'd look for them to simplify that. We actually did a show on this a while back. Yeah, so I don't think these are water view rooms. I think these are going to be buildings closer to the lobby type things.
Okay. Noel, what's your take on as the everyman of this show, Mike? What do you think of
Everyman.
of this possibility with the moderate resorts receiving priority rooms?
Sorry. What about Fort Wilderness Cabins? I wonder if they'll do preferred of those too, because those are moderates. That would stink. The thing is, they're like 3 miles from anything. I mean,
Yeah.
well, you're 3.1 miles away, so it's not preferred. This guy's 3 miles away, so he's that's $25 right there, sir.
I think it's a good point. No, what's your take on this possible rumor?
I mean, as someone who doesn't have kids, I don't know if it's worth the extra $25 if that's the case for the princess room.
Right.
I like the idea of the haunted mansion room. I would pay an extra $25 for that a night, just for that, because I think it's cool. So you're really paying for the theme. You're paying that extra charge for the theme.
Right. What about the proximity?
See, that doesn't matter to me. I could be in the back and I wouldn't care. But some people do. So for me, it doesn't. That doesn't matter to me.
It probably makes a bigger difference, perhaps, to people that do not have their own cars and are dependent on getting to the buses.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because those people, you have to get to the one where if I'm only in the back, even the worst building in Pop Century, for instance, which has
exactly.
It doesn't matter. Your car is right outside. So what is an extra quarter-mile drive? Big deal.
But like my mom, who relies on Magical Express and the internal buses, she would prefer to be near the main building. So that's
any idea any timetable for these changes?
My guess is that with the survey, they're probably looking to, if I understand everyone's corporate budget, they're probably trying to make a decision on this and proposing it for the next fiscal year. You'll probably see something end of 2011, 2012.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, of course, you can always share your thoughts on what you think of these changes over at WDWToday.com.
The thing I'd love to see from our listeners, if they could post it on our website, is what other attractions and would you like to see turned into rooms, and where would you like them to go?
There's an obvious one. That's got to be Tower of Terror.
I was going to say Space Mountain.
I was going to say Jungle Cruise. Clearly, yeah. It's just another example of the team spirit and unity of the. But go ahead and post something, or throw it on our on Twitter with a WDW Today hashtag. Let's see what you guys say.
Very good. Well, that's it for us today. If you want to find our older episodes, read our show notes, or send us your comments, you can visit the WDW Today website at WDWToday.com. For Lentesta, Mike Scopa, and Mike Newell, I'm Matt Hochberg. We'll see you on the next show.
Stupid Judy, stupid energy.
This has been a production of Mouse World Radio.